I'm Sarah the Rebel.
And I'm Katrina.
And we are Rebel Based
Podcast.
And that's how we intro ourselves every single time. If this is your first time watching, you don't know that that's a lie. So today, to tell you the format of the show, generally we talk about news going on in the geeky worlds of gaming and comics and Star Wars, because this girl, and anything else that we deem to be geeky enough to speak on. And then we have a main topic where we talk about something we think is interesting from the perspective of two crazy cat ladies. That would be us. And then we wrap it up with our chick picks, which are things we recommend you check out. You know what I mean.
Very good. So,
very good.
Yes, very good. So we have a couple different topics this week, but let's start with the news. Let's get right into it. Big Hero 6 came out yesterday.
It did indeed.
And I love it. Like, I have, all the complaints I have with the film are so, like, small, and, like, the way I think about it is, like, that's going to be addressed in the sequel. Like, you immediately know that. So, but yeah, I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, I loved it too. I cried 3 times.
Yeah.
And I went with 2 very heartless friends, so they both were laughing at me the entire time on either side, just like, are you crying? Are you crying right now? What a puss. And I'm like,
dude, everyone at the press screening was crying. I'm talking, like, 40-year-old cynical entertainment journalists were just, oh my god.
Like, I was sniffling. I couldn't even hide that I was crying because I was like that kind of shit. Like, I loved that movie, and Aaron actually picked on me because he was like, you really seem to like, okay, I don't remember people's names. The white guy with the beanie.
Oh, Fred.
He was like, you really seem to like Fred, which is surprising to me because I wouldn't have thought you'd like Fred. And I was like, what? Why do you say that I really liked him? He was like, you laughed at everything he said. I think it's because Fred was the geek who's like, it was because every time he did something, he named it, just like in anime, and that's what made me laugh. You know, like when you're like, 5-finger death punch, you say it. And it just was really funny.
He was a great character, though, and like, the T.J. Miller, like, just freaking brought him to life. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed that I liked him so much, because he's the stereotypical man-child, but he made me laugh.
I love everything about it. I want to be Fred.
I also was really upset by how attractive Tadashi was.
I know! Okay, guys, story time. New York Comic Con. Big Hero 6 and Tomorrowland, their split panel was the first panel of the day. And so they were talking about character designs. They'd gone through the team. They had just finished talking about Aunt Cass. And then they were like, and then Hero's brother Tadashi. And he comes up on the screen. And, like, the first thing you hear is like, damn! And it's just one voice, damn, and then everyone goes, whoa! And I was cracking up. It was so
He's really
funny.
handsome.
He's a very handsome Miss Boy.
I was distracted by him the entire time he was on screen. I was like, I wish you were real.
Hot damn.
I would like you to be real life. You were handsome. I didn't mean to make you choke. Remember, guys, if you're saying anything of interest to us, you should probably just tweet it.
Yes, tweet it. I will be checking the hashtag right now.
Because it's hard for us to look at the screen and look at you and pay attention to you. So, well, now you're just looking at your phone.
Oh, God. You know what? Maybe I should use this because my phone's about to die. Oops.
Yellow. So we both really enjoyed Big Hero 6. I didn't have... Girl, you better pick that up. Look at the screen.
Right. Hi.
Just shaking the screen. I didn't have any qualms with this movie, really. Like, my qualms that I had were very little. They were like, oh, that was weird that they build up robot fights and then it never pops up again. And, oh, that was really weird that happened to just get into his hand at the end of the movie. How did that work? So my questions were like, someone who doesn't just deal with movie logic questions, not questions like, well, why was this woman treated this way and why was this guy treated that way, which I look for when I watch movies. I try to find things to get angry and feminist about, and I didn't really have them with this movie. I mean, yeah, the female characters aren't super well developed, but neither are the male characters in that category. It's really about Hero. It's his story. And I thought it was a beautiful story, especially, the arc with his brother, though, and how
that
he
was gorgeous.
saved him from himself.
There's actually, there's a book that we got at the press day that I went to, and it's just called Hero and Tadashi, and it's by the same artist who did that Elsa and Anna Sisters book, and it's just like the like cutest and most well thought out storyline.
It was pretty
so
adorable.
fun.
And also we had a baby in the theater. And normally, when I say, we had a baby in the theater, everyone knows to be like, oh, that sucks, babies are the worst. But this baby, you know after they do the pound together? Girl, I don't even know. I guess. Yeah. So this baby, for the rest of the movie, every few minutes, when like baby acts on screen, we just go, and it was so fucking cute. I was like, baby, I don't even hate you. And I hate babies.
That would have just... Oh my god.
I quite enjoyed it.
I can't believe that actually
Did
happened.
I mention to you that I guessed every time I log in? Oh!
Oops.
I think it worked.
Oh, no. Something went wrong, but...
Hey, that's not my business. Nope.
Something still went
wrong. Listen.
So we'll try and keep up with Twitter.
I've got Twitter up. We'll be fine.
Cool. But yeah, no, I really like the movie. And so as not to spoil it, there was like the whole plot line about their parents, and I felt like that was a little like
not there at all.
Kind of wedged in there as like a hey now about the movie. Like, but I think in a sequel it would be better. I am in love with Gogo Tomato. She's amazing.
Katrina told me, she told all of us the story about how she got called Gogo, the real life Gogo Tomato, whatever her name is. This is too long. She got called Gogo in real life. We all heard the story. So I go into the movie expecting to be like, oh, it's just white people looking at somebody with short hair with colors in it, deciding that they're their character. Nope. She is that character. Even the facial expressions that Gogo was making throughout the movie, I was like, Katrina actually makes that face a lot. That face too. Oh my god, she's wearing shorts with tights. That's what Katrina does. Like, oh, she's got big old hips too. This is Katrina. This is Katrina. She's blowing gum. She's being an asshole. This is Katrina. Like, Gogo and Katrina are the same person.
Yay! Yeah, I'm quite excited, and I'm so happy that this movie has been trending for like 3 days straight. Like, so it's pretty cool. And if you see any ads for it, look for my name, because I'm in like 2 of the ads.
I'm so cool. My neck.
And it's
like an adult journalist.
But I love the overall theme of this movie. Like, you have an unconventional mixed race family, and like that hit me really hard. Like, I was raised primarily by my dad, and like, I'm mixed race, and like you never see that in movies. You don't. It's not like something that's very common, especially with a Disney movie. And when I interviewed the producers, I was like, this is like the first movie in so long that I've seen come out of the studio with so much color. And they were like, well, we just looked out our windows, honestly.
As you should.
And I was like, yes, you're amazing. So, there was a lot of care put into the film, like you could tell.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed that part of it. And I also loved the overall message of science and robotics and engineering that was throughout the whole movie, is that science is cool, and building is cool, and being a genius is cool.
Yep.
And I would be more than happy to take any little kids in my family to see this movie and to see the lessons of this movie and to maybe get them excited. Like, I could just picture, though. I could picture Disney is now, like, selling miniature robotics kits to children. And you know what? That's fine. Go ahead and sell that to them.
Please make little bitty chemistry kits, like, out of honey lemon stuff.
Yes.
I would love that. I would buy that for my niece. I shook the camera.
Kick the camera, get out, kick you.
Oh, sorry. Really, but I would buy that for my niece, like, immediately.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. So I'm excited about the potential. I mean, it's just one movie. But hopefully the success of this movie can show Disney that you don't have to focus on weird shit all the time. Like, like, here, let's talk about some actual real-world stuff without being too heavy-handed, and maybe we can, I don't know, inspire some kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that was Big Hero 6. I closed my document that told us what we were doing, so we're gonna...
I have a really good review that I'm very proud of on Movie Pilot, so if you are still, for some reason, on the edge about this movie, go check it out. It's moviepilot.com/ohkatrina, and it's like right on the front page. You can't miss it.
Correct.
Yes.
So this week was BlizzCon, as we all know. There's been one really interesting article that came out of it, was about Overwatch, I believe, and about how they wanted to, basically one of the designers, developers, art guys was showing it off to his daughter, his little girl, and she was like, why is everybody wearing swimsuits? I'm gonna pretend that's how she talked.
Okay.
Because it's funny and more poignant. And her dad was like, You're right. It's really stupid that all these women are wearing swimsuits. So they tried to develop armor that was a little less swimsuity. I still don't think they were like the best at that. We are now left with like really skin tight cat suits, but whatever. There's armor there now. So I don't know. I think that's an interesting thing to admit. And they've admitted that they're going to work and make sure that further games they do even better. So they haven't said, oh, we did better this time, we're fine. They've said, we did okay this time, and we want to do way better next time. So I really like to see game companies stepping up and saying that and being like, you're right, this is a product. This is like a throwback to an era when we needed bikinis on our women. Who needs that now? Like, there's plenty of other ways to be sexy if we want them to be sexy.
I love that, too. Like, there's one character in Overwatch that's, like, clothed from head to toe. Like, you can only see, like, her hands, but the way she, like, moves in her, like, voice has, like, this command of sexuality. But then there are other characters who are not like that at all.
Right.
So, and I like the diversity in those characters. Even in the dudes, there's, like, a pretty decent... There's more robots than anything. But still, like... There's a fun amount of characters to choose from.
No, I didn't realize that. My face is covered by that fucking robot, huh?
Oh, shit. Fuck that robot.
You have to log in. Oh, no. Oh, no, I just did something wrong.
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh, God. Did we lose the podcast?
No, I hope not.
Here, hold on.
No, don't do this. Oh, no.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. No, go away. No. Stop.
No.
Go away. Go away.
Ah. I've ruined everything.
What happened? Oh my God. Ah.
Listen,
get
guys,
out of here.
I have to fix this.
Oh my God, Sarah.
I have ruined everything. No.
Sarah, stop. Stop throwing them everywhere. You're making a mess. Stop it.
I'm sorry. I don't know how to fix it.
What the hell? Jesus, Sarah.
Stop calling the Lord's name. It's vain. Options. No.
Oh, here. Oh, back to main menu. Oh my God. Hi. Are you guys still with us? Oh my God, there are 25 of them now.
Look, it's
25
back.
people just watched me.
No.
Oh, here, let me see what's up.
We have to hook the shitty up with the shitty.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Systems, this is your fault.
What did you do, systems? Okay, so BlizzCon, Overwatch. Did we talk enough about that?
I think we talked enough about it.
So what else did we have happen this week?
We had it on a list to talk about Kamikaze, but I thought we talked about Kamikaze before.
I think we have talked. No, Kamikaze was like this past weekend, but like, I don't know. It was a con.
It was a con and
Hello Kitty Con happened. That was a con.
That's why I'm wearing my Hello Kitty hat.
Yeah. You need to sign the fucking lady.
Oh my gosh, why is everything going so wrong today?
I know, right? We are really bad at this today.
Guys, don't judge us.
Yeah, Kamikaze was pretty fun. Movie Pilot had a booth. I guess that was pretty cool. And I got to cosplay again, and I was Gwen Stacy, and I was Isabel from Saga. And yeah, I don't know. It was more enjoyable.
I really liked your Isabel.
Thank you.
I could tell you were immediately.
Yay! It was the guts, right?
I didn't see the guts either. I only saw the top part of your picture.
Oh, word, okay.
Okay, the companion app has been done. Now get this fucking shit out my face.
Okay. Oh, we're connected. It's fine.
I don't know why this is blocking my face.
Hold on. Oh, that's heavy. Hi, everybody. So, give us a second, and we're gonna continue. Okay, so let's do AR Studio here.
Uh-huh.
I'm usually the one who sets this up, guys. I'm sorry.
She was late again.
I was.
But not as late as she was at one time, where she came in and then ate spaghetti.
There we go. Got it.
Right,
Do.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. I did come in and eat spaghetti that one time, didn't I?
You did.
Okay, there we go.
Completely derailed our own podcast. We're the best.
Yeah! Sorry, guys. This is episode 11.
You have to click it in, I think.
Hey, PS4, guys. Okay,
Welcome.
great.
Yes, we know. Shut up, you.
Great. Okay, wonderful. So it's all set. Hi. Okay, there we go.
My face. My beautiful face.
Hello.
No, this bitch is still here. Leave me alone.
This is terrible, guys. I'm sorry. The technical difficulties are pretty massive this week.
I don't remember this normally happening.
Hey, you should pull up the list in your thing. So, hey.
Marvel movies? I can
thanks
tell you
for
all
sticking
about
around, all 31 of you.
No, it's just 32 comments, girl.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Whew, that was really scary for a second.
The Marvel announced their lineup of movies,
Yes.
and basically the first one coming up is Avengers Age of Ultron next May. I don't know why everybody's getting so excited when we don't get to enjoy this shit until May, but whatever. Maybe I'm just an impatient person. Immediately after that, we have Ant-Man. And then after that, that's why we weren't that's why we weren't having interactions, is because we weren't set up on the AR studio.
Okay.
Now we're getting interactions again. Hey guys, every time you do an interaction, you actually ruin the audio on our videos. And then when we port them over to YouTube, you get audio skips. So we would really prefer it if you didn't have interactions. So then coming up next is Captain America Civil War, and then Doctor Strange, the Guardians of the Galaxy 2, so far away. Why are you in the future?
Far away.
It's in 2017.
We have to sit through Ant-Man before we sit through Guardians of the Galaxy.
Can't even deal with that.
What the hell, dude?
And then we have Thor Ragnarok and Black Panther, and then the Infinity War, and then Captain Marvel, and then Inhumans, and then Infinity War Part 2. So what I think is really interesting about this is trying to basically figure out what's going to happen as a result of what the titles of the movie are, because it's pretty fun. Guys, by the way, for my face being blocked, is it blocked by a square right here, or is it just blocked by a robot right here? Let me know.
Right.
So let me know when that happens. Age of Ultron obviously is going to be about Ultron, but judging from the trailer, it looks like it's not really going to follow the any of the stories of Ultron. So that's kind of a good thing, in my opinion, because I think Ultron's character has always kind of been a product of whatever year that comic comes out. It's not always the best thing. They are seeing that square completely blocking my face.
Okay, I have no idea how to get rid of it.
We've never had this problem before.
No, we haven't. And I set it up just like it always gets set up.
Can you click any of those?
No. I mean, I've clicked them before.
And maybe try to get them.
I don't know. Maybe I'll throw up a thing.
I don't think you guys really need to see my face anyway.
There. Maybe if I do that. Okay, good. Right? Okay, great. Yeah, I got rid of it.
Boom.
We did it, sort of. Yay!
Yay! Katrina's my hero.
Yay! Sort of did it.
Ant-Man, not really looking forward to. I'm pretty sure we all know what origin story they're going to do for him. What I'm more interested in is why they're introducing him.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you're talking about Civil War, it's supposed to be Hank that sets that off, not Scott. And then in this... I mean, assuming Ant-Man is in the modern MCU timeline, that means that, like, it'll be Scott taking over for Henry, or Hank. And that's weird, because Hank was the one who went all crazy and deranged. And that also means that, like, Janet Van Dyne is in this, but that's Hank and... Or not Janet, right? Hope Van Dyne is in it. But we don't know what's going on with Janet, and everyone's speculating that we're going to see her in Agent Carter.
Very interesting. Bless you. Civil War is probably about that Civil War timeline where Tony Stark and Captain America basically have beef. No spoilers, so I won't explain more than that in case you were interested in not finding out what was going to happen. So all I'll say on that is that should be interesting, and that should be the movie where some people leave the current lineup. Oh, yeah. No, actually, Kevin Feige, or Feige, from Marvel has already confirmed that at the end of Age of Ultron, we're going to have a very different lineup. Cool. Should be very exciting and interesting. Yeah. There's going to be a huge divide even in Age of Ultron. We're going to start seeing the seeds of Civil War. I'm happy about that anyway, though, because Avengers is they are movies, not a TV show.
Yeah.
So they're these characters that I really love, and I want to see them interact, and I want to see more of them. But having to wait years in between those interactions is not really enjoyable or fun.
No.
So I don't, I'm all for changing it up, mixing it up, and bringing in more people and letting other people go, because they can always be revisited through comics or animated TV shows or even, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, so I was thinking, if you guys are interested in vote using the hashtag, Katrina and I would be more than happy to really dive into these movies and give you comic suggestions or to get ready for each movie. So if that's something you'd be interested in seeing, tweet us at RebelBase hashtag and tell us yes or no. But Doctor Strange is going to be already interesting because they've cast Benedict Cumberbatch, supposedly.
He is in final talks, so it's not safe to say that he has been cast because Joaquin Phoenix was in final talks for 3 months straight.
Yeah.
So the problem with the Doctor Strange character and the problem that he's had so much trouble being cast is because Doctor Strange is pointedly an older man.
Which is why I was confused about Benedict.
Exactly. So I'm a little confused because he's quite young, even though he plays posh well, but Doctor Strange isn't posh.
Right.
But the thing is, when you ask older actors to commit to a Marvel contract, you're asking a 40-year-old man who's done with Joaquin Phoenix, Oscar-winning work, and you're telling him you're going to be stuck here for 10 years.
Yeah.
It's much harder for older actors to agree to it as opposed to Chris Evans, who was just yeah, let's do it.
Right, and now he
wants out. Technically,
I mean, you know who else wants out? Idris Elba. He was last week I was Nelson Mandela, and this week I'm hanging in a harness while someone is hosing me down with water. I am so above it, I just want to quit. And he whined for a whole interview. It was hilarious. But yeah, so there are quite a few.
There goes getting him to play Jon Stewart. Shit.
Right, there are quite a few actors who are feeling the push, and we know Natalie Portman felt it as well. Oh yeah,
absolutely.
For having to come back for Thor 2, she phoned it in because she was like, I don't want to do this. So that's one of the really big drawbacks of having these movies planned out so far in advance and having these people cast in those roles is actors are actors. They're not really those superheroes. And they want to be able to do other roles and they want to live their lives, and maybe they'll change their minds about what they want to be doing overall, like Chris Evans did. And so it's really kind of awkward and strange to me that we've planned this far ahead for all these movies.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and that's the thing is that RDJ keeps saying I'm not going to do it, and then surprise, surprise, he's going to be playing Iron Man until Infinity War.
Yeah, so he'll be there for a long time.
Yeah, he's going to be around, for a long time. So, yeah, it's Marvel.
And honestly, Oded Fair should have played Doctor Strange. I just want to throw that out there. Oded Fair would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 in 2017. I don't even know I'm going to hold on in my butt that long.
Seriously, I need that movie right now.
I need it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Then Thor Ragnarok. I don't know which storyline they're going to go with.
Because if they go with the actual Ragnarok storyline, I'm going to get pretty pissed, even though it makes sense going with, if you go from Ragnarok from Age of Ultron. It makes a lot of sense, because Baron von Strucker is very involved in it, and Ragnarok is involved in Civil War, and he would make sense, but it would piss me off because I think that's the stupidest thing in the world.
Yeah, I think that one would be a very strange choice. They'll probably just take it and adjust it like they do with a lot of the stories. And then finally we get Black Panther in 2017. Again, I don't know why everybody's getting so damn excited because
it's forever
so
away.
far away from us.
It's forever away. My only gripe with this Black Panther thing, and you guys will probably get all oh, you're being overdramatic, but Chadwick Boseman, as wonderful as he is, wonderful actor, he has been cast as Black Panther, Jackie Robinson, and
fuck. Yes.
No,
and
James Brown, was it? He played a musician. Oh my god, I'm so sorry that I forgot.
Was it James Brown or Jimi Hendrix? Because I think those are the two.
So he's getting cast. He's
so he's the white person's male Lupita.
And it's kind of just well, why didn't we cast another new actor? This is why I'm very against Jaden Smith playing Static Shock. We just because Mommy and Daddy are involved with DC because Will Smith is in talks for Suicide Squad and Jada Pinkett Smith is killing it on Gotham, but it's just fuck, I don't want Jaden Smith. I want a new person to be Static Shock.
I tweeted this before. If Jaden Smith is Static Shock, I will fucking kill somebody.
Seriously,
like, they'll be like,
so fucking
in
mad.
the news today. Like, like Jaden Smith is one of the worst actors I've come across, in my opinion, and he's only being selected if he's selected because of who his parents are and because he's a well-known name, not for anything that he's done well. And, I mean, there are probably a literal 1,000 young black male actors that could play that role better. And when I heard that news that he was even a possibility, I kind of lost my shit. And but I got like 32 retweets. So
yeah, I'm just like fucking. You know what? I love Static Shock, and I didn't know about Static Shock before that cartoon. I don't think he even existed before the cartoon.
Yeah, I think the cartoon was the.
But yeah, I loved that cartoon as a kid. Like everybody, all my friends hated it, but I really liked it, and so I'm like, you know, you get like really protective of characters.
Right.
So it's just
because
like, you can't play Static Shock.
Right.
He's not static.
He's
not.
It's just not fair because Hollywood doesn't like to cast people of color in general. And so when we do have an opportunity to have a person of color represented somewhere, we want it to be done right and we want it to be the right choice. That's just how it is.
That's kind of why, even though Lupita was cast, I'm really excited. John Boyega's been in one movie.
Yeah.
Like, and he was great in it, by the way. Attack the Block, check it out if you're into, like, monster action movies. Really good. I think we just can, whatever.
No,
okay. Let's see. Crystal Clark is very new. And then there's Maisie Robertson something. And she's completely new as well. So we've got, like, a stronger pool, not enough, mind you, but a stronger pool of black people than most sci-fi movies have.
More than we generally get.
Much more. So I'm just like, see, now if only we had that in the middle and maybe a couple more other people of color.
So then it's going to be Infinity War split by Captain Marvel and Inhumans, which is interesting because that suggests that Captain Marvel and the Inhumans will join the Avengers in the second half of their fight against Thanos.
And they're already setting up the Inhumans right now in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so it's starting to look that, like, you know, Marvel's getting a lot more ballsy with their TV shows. So Agent Carter is one that you're probably going to want to watch.
I'm excited
like right before, because she's supposed to have a really big involvement. She's in Ant-Man, that's confirmed. Peggy Carter's in Ant-Man. She's going to be in Age of Ultron, so we're going to see Peggy a lot, and a lot of the things that you're going to see with, like, S.H.I.E.L.D. and, like, how that forms past what's happened with Hydra, a lot of that is going to be involved with her, and that's going to affect the movies as well.
Right.
So Marvel is just getting really ballsy and saying, like, you want to follow it like you follow comics.
Right.
And I think that's what I like about them, is they've treated the MCU as a different universe, but they treat them like comics, you know? So it's pretty cool.
As for Captain Marvel, I've seen some interesting movements on Tumblr to suggest actresses of color to play her, which of course they're never going to do. But it was a nice pushback to all of the websites that are posting white blonde women and saying, who would you cast as Captain Marvel, as if a white woman with brown hair couldn't just dye her hair blonde and be the character.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like, I've seen like 3 or 4 articles on Movie Pilot, and like one of our staff writers gave more variety. It was still all white, but you know, I love you guys. You don't think of it when the character is that way, even though like that's the kind of thinking you should be having. But like, it's just weird to see just like this blonde, like freaking Jennifer Lawrence, like. She's Katniss and all, but like Captain Marvel
and Khaleesi. What's Khaleesi's real name? Amelia Clark.
Yeah, Amelia Clark. No,
I would never see her as that. Yeah, but like she's one being thrown around immediately too. It's like they're like, who has played a blonde person before? And then of course, as always, comes up Katie Sackhoff. I honestly think she's the only one that has the kind of swagger I'd love to see. Like, Carol has a military kind of swagger, and I would like to see them suggest actresses that have played that sort of role before, but they're so very rarely given those roles anyway. Hollywood, look at you. So that was our rundown of the Marvel movies that were announced. That was a pretty exciting day to find out all of that. Next up, we're going to talk about Jimmy Choo Choos. I have no idea.
What? I think our main topic was...
Are we ready? Have we covered all the news?
Did we? I don't know.
That's what I want to know.
Okay, let's see.
I want to know what news is.
I want you to show me.
And then briefly to keep this about video games so that Twitch doesn't shut us down. I played the Evolve Alpha and I've messed around with the Dragon Age Keep Beta, so briefly just my thoughts on those two things. I quite enjoyed the Evolved Alpha, actually, and I did not expect to. But I don't see how that could be a game. So I'm wondering if that's just a very small part of the full game and that there will be a story mode and all that stuff. I haven't really looked into it. But basically right now, if they were like, hey Sarah, pay $10 every month and you could play this, I would do it because it was pretty fun and I could actually feel myself getting better at it and strategy-wise. And it's scary. It's not like scary to somebody who plays scary games, but like when you have your headphones on or some surround sound and you're hearing the monster behind you, you're like, get away. And then the Dragon Age Keep beta has me extremely nervous because I wasn't able to get it to work very well. And I still don't understand how I'm going to get it from the Keep onto my actual game. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. So still some kinks for them to work out, but I'm very happy they've done it because it's way too much to expect people to have kept their saves from 2 different games that came out like 7 years ago now. I don't even remember. Oh, 5 years ago. I don't know. A long time ago. So it's cool that they're trying to come up with a solution to let you keep your very customized game. But it's also weird because I've realized I don't remember any of the choices I made in Dragon Age 2, but I can remember every single choice I made in Dragon Age Origins. I'm like, what? I don't remember this mission. I don't remember this guy. Who is this? I had to go to like the Wikia to like look it up. Like, oh, did you help John with the mercenaries or did you help Jim with the thieves? And I was like, when was this? And it's like the very first mission you got. Oh. I have no idea what I did, so that's kind of funny that Dragon Age 2 is so fucking useless to me that I don't remember any part of it. So now we're going to move on to our main topic, which was forced to be our main topic by Catrina most forcefully. Did you see what I did there?
I saw what you did there. Guess what it is?
The Force!
Star Wars The Force Awakens. It's been asleep. It's been taking a nap. It's coming December 18th, 2015. So this week we got the title, and the movie is, they also removed the numerals from this, which is kind of weird, but it's called Star Wars The Force Awakens, and from the get-go, everyone got really pissed off about it, and was like, what do you mean The Force Awakens, blah, 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 has the Force been asleep, herpity-dirt,
and the Force been taking a nap? Has it? Yes.
I was like, The Force Awakens, and finds out I woke up an hour early, hashtag daylight savings time.
30 years of napping, and now it awakens once again. I don't know, man.
But, okay, and these are just rumors, so take them with a grain of salt, but, from the get-go, we've been told that Luke has been missing for a period of time. So the rumor now, and again,
this was a period of time.
By the way, if you don't want to hear spoilers, put this on mute for a moment, and then
we'll do this when we're ready.
I'll wave my hands around, when we're ready. So apparently, Luke has, and this is only a rumor, he has gained like
50 pounds.
He's gained like 20 pounds, but he's gained like full control, not control, but he's so fucking powerful that he's more of a Force wizard than
a wizard, Harry.
Yeah, he's a wizard, and he's like, because of that, and because he hasn't completely, he's like scared that he will fall to the dark side like his dad. So because of that, he gets really paranoid, and like he goes into hiding because he thinks that his powers will be overcome by some new enemy, which, I don't know, it sounds a little too fearful for Luke. Like, Luke is kind of gung-ho about a lot of things, so I'm like, whatever about that, but apparently he's been in hiding for like 10 years or something like that, and he plays an integral part in the story, but not as large of a part as Han Solo, and I've heard nothing about Leia, so.
I find that interesting. As somebody who is very invested in the extended universe, as I bring up all the time.
Yeah.
I'm really, confused about what this story is going to be, mostly because I keep thinking, well, what are they going to take from the expanded universe? Because it seems really silly to abandon all the ideas. Like, yes, if we tried to do everything in the expanded universe, you wouldn't have anything that made sense, but there were some really strong storylines in there, and I'm just wondering, which ones are going to stay, which ones are going to go, and to be quite honest, I'm still pretty disappointed that Luke is even kind of involved at all in this movie. I would much rather it be his kids.
Yeah.
Or their
That's
kids.
the other thing. He may not even have kids because of this whole hermit shit. So it's
no Mara Jade.
No Mara Jade. No Ben Kenobi or no Ben Skywalker.
Some bullshit.
That shit. It's bullshit, yo. But you know, I still have a lot of faith in this movie. The concept art I've seen is amazing. Like I really trust it because of Big Hero 6 and because Disney has been like hitting it out of the park lately with Marvel and what they've been doing too. I'm just like, they're finally hiring nerds and geeks to direct these movies and they know what they're freaking talking about. So, you know, my fingers are crossed. I really hope it's going to be good. It seems like the team that's making it really loves it. So at least they're enthusiastic about it. And that means a lot to me because, you know, I care a lot about this. And if they're going to change the expanded universe, like, the creators are free to pull from it. Like, Kathleen Kennedy made it Legends so that, like, it's kind of in the context that, like, if someone was telling a story about Luke Skywalker to a stranger in a bar, like, this is what they might say. And some of it might be true. Right. So it's kind of, like, it exists in that plane where creators are like, okay, I like this about the expanded universe. I'm going to put it into my story this way. So that's why the Inquisitors are back in Star Wars Rebels, which... Holy shit, like, I know you haven't watched it, but when the Inquisitor came in, I was, like, scared of a cartoon. Like, I was really creeped out. Like, when he first came, it's, like, the same feeling I felt when I was playing, in Shadows of the Empire, you fight IG-88, and he's, like, this robot assassin.
He's the scariest motherfucker ever.
He is so scary. Oh, my God, he like jumps out behind you. He'll like come out of fucking nowhere,
and he makes this creepy noise.
Oh my God! And the noises. Oh my gosh! So that was like the exact same feeling. Like when I first fought IG-88 in that game, that was the feeling I felt when the Inquisitor came in. I was like, oh my God!
I wish I could have watched it with you so I could watch you go. Oh.
So yeah, I'm hoping that they continue to like pick and choose little things that were like important to me. Like I want that whole context of Leia like running a fucking republic, learning how to be a Jedi, escaping from assassinations, all while being pregnant with 2 Jedi babies. Like, dude, that was badass.
It was pretty badass.
So, I want that Leia. I really hope we get that Leia.
Yeah, we probably. I don't
or the old lady version of that Leia who did those things.
Right. Well, now, P.S. I use the Force now. Surprise, moviegoers who don't read the expanded universe. I will Force choke the shit out of you.
Well, see, like, if Luke has been gone for 20 years, and that, or 10 years, and that means, because that means that, like, if he's been gone for 10 years, he could have had 20 years to teach her, so she probably fucking knows. Like, can you imagine Leia, like fucking, okay, here's a scenario. Whatever heroes we have, freaking, and this is nothing. This is me imagining things. But they're about to get, like, shot down by whoever the bad guy is, and the fucking Leia's lightsaber goes right through him, and she's like, let's get out of here. And they run away. I'm just like... So I want Leia to do something really badass, like, oh,
I love how you really just described the whole scene. You're like, and then the camera pans from the left to the right, and we get a shot. We get a shot of this. So that's my other concern with J.J. Abrams as a director, though. What he did to Star Trek, was very I can't think of the word that's used for this, but when you're like, hey, look, see what we did there? So you know how the second movie, it was essentially already a Star Trek movie, just with some roles reversed, you know, because the movie where Spock dies, and, you know, they have that whole scene, and even some lines were reused, and the people used, it was all very pointedly like, hey, look what we did there. Hey, look what we did there. And so I'm very concerned with him making something that is after the original Star Wars, is that he's going to do that again, do a lot of, hey, this is an in-joke, do you get it? And I think it takes away from the seriousness of the movie, and it also feels cheap when directors do that, because you're like, instead of getting a new story, or instead of getting new characters, or instead of getting new this, I'm really just getting a rehash for the sake of nostalgia type of thing. So that's one of my biggest fears with him directing, is I hope that we don't see anything like that, like, oh, now we're gonna have a cantina scene where there's going to be a new hut involved, and we're gonna have, like, you know, like, I wouldn't put it past him to do some bullshit like that. So that's fan service. Thank you, Aubrey.
There's
a word for
this. Good. Yeah, I totally hear you there. Like, it's cool every once in a while, like when you're reading the Thrawn trilogy and like somebody says something like, I have a bad feeling about this. Like, you say that once in a movie and it's like, that's funny, and then, you go on with your life. So it's something to be concerned about, but it also looks like they're taking like the new characters and like the older characters are the supporting characters. They're basically here to go like pass the torch and like go back.
I really hope that is the case.
Fingers crossed. That's what I want to happen. I want it to be a very much like a passing of the torch thing, and like as much as I don't want any of the old characters to die, like if that's what's gotta happen, then sure, as long as it's not Han.
They shouldn't have to die if we just use the expanded universe thing. They'll just be doing their own thing back on planets.
Han and Leia just live for fucking ever.
Just live it. Doesn't look like they would not die.
Really wouldn't. They have great grandkids before they die.
They even went on adventures as old people.
Seriously, they took their little granddaughter around and went on adventures.
They're like, oh shit, we got a grandbaby. Well, better get your blaster. I'll get my gun too. We gotta go.
Leia was a fucking 82-year-old Jedi.
We gotta do what we gotta do. It's my grandbaby, okay? Like, no, we're not calling the cops. We can handle this ourselves. Grandma, chill. It's just kind of the best story. Surprise grandbabies. They're the best.
Oh my god. Yeah, so let us know what you think of the title, I guess. But
Force Awakens.
I think it makes sense, like the Force has been dormant for some time, and then Luke comes out of hiding and like he meets the new characters and he starts training them. And that's how the Force comes back.
Force party! Force party! I'm so Force sensitive.
Oh my god, I've got so many midichlorians.
I've got so many midichlorians. Speaking of funny Force moments, if you watch Space Janitors, in the latest episode, one of the characters turns to the other one and he starts choking, and you're like, oh my fucking god, she actually uses the Force now? But it turns out it was just a coincidence. But, it was kind of my favorite thing ever. I was like, she's gonna jump the shit out of that bitch. But then she didn't. There's nothing in there, and there hasn't been a single droplet in there.
That was actually the last droplet.
20 minutes or so. Because I looked over and was like, damn, Catrina, you drunkard. Finished your whole
juice.
lemonade. It's actually...
It's juice, but it's hard lemonade.
It's 5% alcohol.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I have nothing else to discuss.
I don't have anything else to say about this, but that's great.
Oh, well, maybe we should have done the topic that I wanted to do.
Well, you know what's
hilarious,
Sarah, is there's 12 minutes left for the show, which is great for our closing topic, because we have a lot to talk about, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Hey, shut up.
Yeah, man.
You're a dick, Sarah.
I have a dick, Sarah.
So... Anyway,
so rude.
Did anybody get that like press email from Marvel that just says everything ends? They're gonna do like a big storyline, and they're doing that whole everybody dies warning again, like from the X-Men. Remember that cover? Everybody dies. So I'm oh dude, can I? Oh my god, I can blow this with my...
Yeah, you haven't noticed it's been doing that the whole time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
In fact, I think you like sneezed or did something and it moved, and I was like, the fuck? That must have been a coincidence. That was weird.
Go away, get out of here. So, yeah.
They said I could talk about Dragon Age 3 some more, which I would love to do.
Go ahead.
So I actually sat down because I've been fiending for Dragon Age Inquisition so hard. I went and watched the 1-hour developer walkthrough on Twitch, and I watched every single video and all the gameplay and crafting. And I can only say yet again that I am 1,000 trillion billion times excited for this, and I think it's really going to be the sequel to Dragon Age Origins that we should have gotten. My biggest concern now is a trivial concern, and it is mostly that your casual clothes that you wear around your castle are the ugliest. They're uglier than sin. You're basically wearing like a tan leather suit, and it is hideous. And the developers were asked if there were going to be any options to change it, and they were like, no. And we're just like, what? You said no, like you didn't even think about it. Like you didn't even think that this is hideous. Like, what, we can't make it black? Even just changing it into, like, black leathers instead of tan leathers would be bad. It just looks so bad. Like, especially on the women. Because at least on the guys, it's hanging in such a way that it's, like, obvious what it is. On the women, because it's form-fitting, it looks like you're wearing another human skin over you. It's, it's not pretty. I'm not a fan of it. So I hope that through chatting with people, they realize that, and at the last moment are able to just be like, oh, P.S. here's a new outfit. Because, like, I'm really pleased with that they finally figured out that the way to recreate the Normandy in Dragon Age is to give you a castle. Not a city, a castle. Why wasn't that the first thought? Dragon Age 2, you freaking morons. Anyway. So this castle is going to feel a lot more like the Normandy, but as anyone who's played Mass Effect knows, you got to change your casual outfits. You could wear a dress, you could wear a N7 hoodie, you could wear, like, workout clothes, so it's really weird that they're just, like, that didn't even occur to them or seem important. If we're going to be spending so much time in our stronghold that's where we're crafting, it's where we're building, that's where we're making it stronger, it's where we're making the Inquisition stronger, that's where we send out our multiplayer assignments, that's where we meet people, it's where the dungeons are. Like, seriously, it didn't even occur to you to be like, maybe they'll want to wear a robe sometimes. Maybe once in a while they'll want to just wear a dragon. Just dragon.
Like an actual dragon?
Just like a dragon wrapped around their body, a dead dragon. Like a scarf.
Oh.
Don't be sad. Stop it.
Dragon. I hurt dragons. Okay.
Actually, that was one of the reasons when I first played Dragon Age Origins that I didn't want to play it. Because dragons were the bad guys, and I love dragons. And I was like, I'm not going to like a game where I have to try to kill dragons. That's stupid. Same thing with Dragon's Dogma. But the games do a good job of making you want to kill those dragons. They're not pretty dragons. They're like malformed, twisted, this many teeth dragons.
I wouldn't want to wear that. That's gross.
Listen, it'll be fine. Shh.
Oh my god, I don't want to wear it.
Dragon Age Archdemon. I'll show you what it looks like.
That's disgusting.
You're disgusting.
That's disgusting, Sarah.
You're disgusting.
Sarah, you're disgusting, Sarah.
Look, stop being Jewish right now. Look at them. They're all bloody and weird.
Oh, they look cool though.
No!
Okay,
look at him.
Okay, they're not cute, but they look cool.
You look cool.
I'm not saying I want to like hang out
with
them.
Is this the face you could love?
Yes. Look at his big eyes.
No.
Look at his.
He doesn't have big eyes. They're milky white.
No.
Look.
Oh, are those his eyes? Oh, okay.
What did you think were his eyes?
I thought the whole thing was his eyes.
This is his eye. Oh, well, that would make him cuter if that was his eyes. Nope, that's the eye socket.
Oh, that would have been really cute, though.
You're wrong.
Look at him that way. Look at him that way.
Yeah, he's much cuter that way. I agree with you. He's cute that way. I'm like, yeah, look at him. But he looks like he's like...
You feed me now? I'm hungry.
But instead, no, that little tiny bulb is his whole eyeball.
He still looks like he's hungry.
He does. He's hungry. He will eat you. He's a dick. I had to refight him recently. I forgot how hard that battle was. I was like, wait, I can't just fight through that? I gotta actually strategize? Stupid. Catrina, lover of everything. Sarah, hater of everything. Together, we form an interesting pair.
Yay! We're like the odd couple.
Oh, no.
Which one of us is Felix?
I don't know who those two people are.
Which one of us is Felix? Hey, let us know which one of us is Felix and which one of us is, what is it, Edgar or something?
I don't know.
Yeah. I used to watch I used to be addicted to Nick at Night. Like, I watched The Jeffersons, I watched The Odd Couple, I watched I Dream of Jeannie, I watched I Love Lucy, I watched fucking everything.
Me and April are Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. She's the one that wears skirts, I'm the one that wears pants. Look at the jealousy. Did y'all see the jealousy, Catrina?
Dude, no way.
Katrina just looked at me real quick like, you bitch.
What? I don't want to be Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen with you, man.
So. We have a vote that Sarah is Felix.
Really? Have you ever been to Sarah's house? No, I'm kidding. Is
Felix neat?
Yes.
Listen.
Felix is like disturbingly OCD though. He's like bad.
Hey, so
like
funny story. When
OCD.
I had roommates, I used to be really clean. I have learned that I can live with a lot of junk just piled around me. If I don't have to worry about anyone else's feelings. Derek will probably tell you my house is clean. I clean the house before game night.
Okay, cool.
You don't think I do?
No, I think you're
being
I'm not being. You're putting words into my mouth.
You won't beat my eyes. You're looking away from me.
No, they look fine. It looks great.
Katrina and I's podcast is over. We're never doing another. Rebel Face is done.
It's over.
I quit.
Speaking of, it's time. It's almost time to go.
It is time to quit.
It's time to quit.
So
forever.
chick pick time.
Yay!
Chick pick time. Chick pick time. Chick pick time.
Hey!
Oh no, I hit the wrong button.
Oh, she just lost everything.
My first chick pick is Yona of the Dawn. It is an anime about this chick who is kind of like a Robin Hood-esque character set in ancient pretend China, except that the vast majority of the beginning of the anime is flashbacks to how she got that strong and awesome. Because originally she was like a pampered princess, like really spoiled, rotten, kind of me. And then she watches her father get murdered right in front of her by the man she's loved her entire life, like since she was a child. And it kind of like blows her mind. Like she doesn't even talk for the first episode like in the current time because she's just like so fucked up from that image. And so it's been really interesting. It even has a love triangle, and I feel really guilty for loving it as much as I do, but I do. It's so good.
So I guess my first chick pick is, there are two, actually, upcoming Marvel releases this week. The first volume of Miss Marvel came out, so if you have missed the previous issues of Miss Marvel, now's the time to catch up. It's by G. Willow Wilson, and it's about Kamala Khan, who is the first Muslim American superheroine, and it's really great. It's shaped up to be an incredible story. The artwork is beautiful, like, it's great. I love it. And then on top of that, Sam Wilson is debuting as Captain America soon. I thought it was last week, and I freaked out, and no, I was incorrect. But he's debuting soon, this coming month, so make sure you get Captain America #1, because that's really big. Sam is Captain America now, and
that picture of him with kittens.
I know! We found a picture of him with kittens, and he's, like, sleeping. It's so cute. So,
I want to be a kitten so I can lay on his chest and just purr.
Okay, anyway, my dad just came in. Hi, Dad, you're late. No, we didn't start early. Did we start early?
No.
Did we get daylight savings time wrong? No? Okay.
I don't think we did. We always do 8. So my next chick pick is the Black Girl Nerds podcast and the Please Retweet podcast.
Yes!
That's PLZRT. For the Please Retweet podcast. The Please Retweet podcast is run by April. She also works for Geek and Sundry. She's pretty rad.
She's gonna be my future roommate next week.
Yeah, I totally looked that up, man. I was like, hey, you live right here? This is where the 4 was. Katrina, I have a place for you. And then like, boop, 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 done.
Yep.
I am the homemaker, not the home wrecker.
Hopefully her dog gets along with my cat.
I think they will.
Yeah,
your cat
will do really well.
Your cat probably wants it. Her dog really liked me, which is weird. Dogs normally are kind of like ambivalent towards me, but her dog was like, "Hey, touch this really slobbery, disgusting thing and pull it with me." And I was like, "Oh," and she's like, "Wow, Chloe really seems to like you. This is weird." I'm like, "Oh, really? Cool. Dogs are awesome." So, and then the Black Girl Nerds podcast is run by the Black Girl Nerds Twitter folks, including Jamie Broadnax. They're really cool. I've done some interviews with them before, and they talk a lot about current pop culture and what's on TV and stuff, besides just other nerdy things. So, like, they'd be the place to go to talk about Sleepy Hollow and that shit that me and Katrina don't be talking about. You can find both of them on the Rebel Base podcast. Twitter follows them both. So just go and look at our followers.
So my dad just commented, and I figure I'll just make this my second chick pick. My dad's going to Animate Miami soon, and he is hosting the Cosplay Improv Show. And then our friend UK is doing Cosplayer Nation there, his documentary with some other people. So go check it out.
Forgot that we both know UK.
Yeah, weird, huh? So, that's my second one. Go on.
You know, I'm going to tell you a fun story about UK first. I ran into him at Otakon by myself, having only seen him on a Facebook page of Ashford before Ashford and I moved in together. And I just ran into him, and I recognized him. I was like, "Is your name Uke?" And he was like, "Yeah, do I know you?" Well, he started hugging me immediately because that's the kind of person he is. He's like, "Yeah, do I know you?" And I'm like, "Whoa, are you on ecstasy?" And I was like, yeah, I'm friends with Ashford. He was like, whoa. By the way, Otakon, if you don't know, is in like, I don't know, Boston.
Yeah, Baltimore.
And Ashford was in Los Angeles. So this is like 2,500 miles of separation. The odds of us running into each other in a con full of thousands of people was kind of hilarious and strange. And we've been friends ever since. So my third chick pick is Thor #1. You guys asked us, and we finally went. And I don't know if you read it yet.
I have read it. I really like it.
We went and read it, and we like it, even though it's the introduction of a new hero. So of course we didn't get a lot of her story. I already have this, and if I'm right, I'm going to be so freaking happy.
Oh boy!
I'll tell you about them off camera because I don't want to spoil things.
Okay, good.
But yeah, it's man, they raised the level to orange. The threat level is orange. Like, oh man.
Yep. So it's really good. And then I guess my third and final pick will be the Female Geek Bloggers group on Google+, which is like one of the 5 active groups on Google+. And it's really great if you're like a lady and you start a blog. You can share your blog posts there, and they're really great at like reading your stuff and leaving comments, critique, whatever you want. And it's really great community. It's really nice, really positive. Megan Gotch runs it. And,
I know Megan.
Yeah, Megan's pretty awesome. So check it out, Female Geek Bloggers on Google+.
Yes. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Sorry for the technical difficulties this time.
Sorry, my fault.
And remember to tweet us using #RebelBase if you want Catrina and I to dive deeply into the Marvel and DC movies coming up, because we didn't talk about DC at all.
No.
We'd love to take a deep dive and give you some comic
Did you see that
recommendations.
photo of Henry Cavill? Sorry to interrupt you, but he looks like an action figure. Like it's a picture of him on strings getting raised in the air to fly as Superman for Batman vs. Superman. He looks like an actual action figure.
It sounds like something I'd like to lick. All right, guys. I have been Sarah the Rebel.
And I've been Catrina.
And this has been the Rebel Base Podcast number 11. Tune in next time for another exciting edition of Rebel Base Podcast. We did a good job.
Yeah, bye guys.
Bye. 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 Bye.